Good morning, and welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to our Crackpack modded Minecraft Let's Play series. So, if you recall last episode, we were working with blood magic. We were working with blood magic and got that all automated down there. I've got all the different slates automated now, and so that's all good to go when we continue with blood magic. And then I still haven't moved the coke oven and stuff. You'll notice I added some more barrels here with void upgrades. We've got blaze powder, blaze rods, sulfur, and then just some different stones that I just now got these put in. And then I went ahead and set up that big junk chest that we had. I went ahead and set that up to export its contents into our AE system. Now, and I also set up a deco bench. I started working a little bit with DecoCraft. Just aesthetic stuff. If we go over here, though, I'll show you the main thing I've been working on. I ended up grinding mob souls, trying to get a blaze soul. Finally got one. So, over here, let's see. First off, I did set up an alloy smelter and a sag mill, and I have the... do I have any conduits on me? Oh, this will show. These are facades from Ender.io, and I have some pipes ran along here to input all of our ferrous ore into the sag mill so that we can get shiny, because of course the ferrous is not going to produce shiny if we run it through our mechanism processing. So that's the only ore that's getting just the 2 times ran through on the 2 times. And I haven't set up the door to get up here, so I have to fly up here. But if you notice, what's our bone there? I've got a blaze spawner set up here, and then I just put some chains from DecoCraft to kind of hang the spawner from. The XP is going through the... I'm grabbing things. The XP is going into that vacuum hopper that's being fed to that ender tank. That's going into our XP system that we set up a while back. And then the blaze rods and sulfur are getting pulled into that vacuum chest, which... Oh, it's because I'm near there. I forgot I have my ring of magnetism on. I need to set up a Solignolia right here so that, if I come over here with my ring of magnetism, it's not going to affect it. But anyway, it's spawning blazes for us and producing our blaze powder, or our blaze rods and sulfur and stuff. And the reason I wanted that set up, I've got an ender chest here right now. Eventually, once I run the AE system cabling all the way over here, we'll get rid of this. But for right now, I just have an ender chest set up here to take in all the sulfur. So today we're going to be setting up our ore quintupling. So we've already got our quadrupling set up here. And right now I've got the system taken off. It's not running the ores right now. They're just kind of building up in this chest. And so we're going to be setting up the quintupling. So let's go ahead and jump into that. Now, you could create sulfur, because the way mechanism works, if you run gunpowder through a chemical injection chamber, along with some hydrogen chloride, you can create sulfur that way. So if we take a look here, mechanism sulfur, gunpowder, with, that hydrogen chloride there, you'll get your sulfur. And to get hydrogen chloride, you're going to combine chlorine and hydrogen, which we've already covered how to get hydrogen, but chlorine, you're going to get that from the electrolytic separator, running your brine through there, and you'll get sodium and chlorine, which sodium you can just dump out. But of course, the brine production we get from our towers. However, if you set up a blaze spawner, you'll get plenty of sulfur from that. So I wasn't too concerned about using our brine for the gunpowder creation. So, we've got quite a few machines to craft. Luckily, all the mechanism stuff is automated, and we should have plenty of steel on hand and everything right now. So, let's dive on into that. So the first thing that we're going to want You know what? I know I forgot to... I keep forgetting to disable those fluid tanks. I'm terrible about it. Let me write that down actually really, really quick. Because otherwise I will keep forgetting. There we go. I'll keep forgetting to disable that so it won't move so slow. So the first thing that we're going to want is there's 3 machines that will attach to our ore processing where the ores actually get pumped into, and then we're also going to have to make some liquid as well. So the first machine that we're going to want is the crystallizer. Chemical crystallizer, I believe, is the name of it. And right here, the chemical crystallizer. So we're going to need some atomic alloys, some basic gas tanks. Let's go ahead and make those. And I'm just going to make one set, one chemical crystallizer for right now. And then I'll add on more later. Let me go ahead and request like 20 of these, because I know that we're going to need them. And then circuits. We've got basic control circuit. Okay. Okay. We should be all set now to get this crafted. Once we get one more atomic alloy here. Okay. Give me 1 second while I wait for this. Okay, so here's our chemical crystallizer. And then the next thing that we're going to want to craft is going to be a washer. So this isn't too bad to craft. We're going to need some enriched alloy. Those don't take very long to create. And let's also get a steel casing. Alright. And then, a basic gas tank. Let's get that. Okay, so our chemical washer. And then the last of these machines, anyway, is going to be the dissolution chamber. Chemical dissolution chamber. So we're going to need a couple more basic gas tanks for this. And there we go. And then after that, we're going to need a few machines to make chemicals. Also, we're going to need, let's get a reservoir. Yeah, we've got the stuff for that from when I set up the tower. We're going to need a chemical infuser first up. So we'll get a dynamic tank. Do we have any buckets? And let's actually go ahead and craft like 20 of those. Will be fine. Alright, so dynamic tanks. Chemical infuser. And by the way, I'm planning on in the next couple days I'm going to make a tutorial video for how to set up your ore processing with mechanism start to finish. So if you guys are wanting to hold off on building it or whatever, or just want the whole build in one video, we're going to be covering that in a short tutorial video. So just a heads up on that. But we're also going to want to get ourselves a rotary condensator. And we're going to need an energy tablet, a basic gas tank, basic fluid tank, and there we go. And then we're also, let's see, we're actually going to want 2 chemical infusers. I'm sorry, I forgot. We're going to need 2 of these. And so a couple more basic gas tanks. And there we go. Oh yeah, those don't stack. And then we're also, let me make some more enriched alloy. I need to actually set it up so that we have so much of this stuff on hand as well. I'll have to do that after this episode. And the last machine that we're going to want is going to be a chemical oxidizer. So we'll grab that. We're going to need a personal chest. Of course, a basic gas tank. Like everything we've built so far has required one of those. And so there's our chemical oxidizer. And let me grab some conduits as well while we're over here. We'll grab a few of those and... yeah, a few of those. Okay. And let's go start getting this stuff set up. So we've got pretty much everything. Now I am going to want to make some liquid storage. Set up something for liquid storage. I may just make a drum or something. We'll see. Because I don't really want a big tank right here. We may eventually add a tank out back and do the chemical processing over there. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So the first thing, let's go ahead and set up our ore processing machines. So first up will be the the crystallizer. So I've got this cobblestone set here. It's kind of like place markers for where I was going to put it. So the crystallizer we're going to put there. The washer we'll put right next to it, and then the dissolution chamber right there. And let's go ahead and set these up. Let's see. Oh, can these not auto output? I could have swore that they could. Oh, that makes things a little bit more difficult. This one can. Okay. I want to say that these will just automatically transfer, but we'll see. We will see. And then let's see. We're gonna want the ore process or the liquid creation over here. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to run the sulfur through a chemical oxidizer. So we're going to set that up, I think, right here, and then we'll just feed it with our item conduits like this. And there we go. We're getting our sulfur in. And then after that, we're going to run it through a chemical oxidizer. I'm sorry, a chemical infuser. And let's put that... Can we put that just straight on here? We'll see. Because I know some of these, I want to say that they can auto output. Even though they don't show that they can, I want to say that they can, but I could be wrong. It's been a little while since I set up the quintupling with mechanism, so... But let's see. So if you notice, it's going to run that sulfur through. Okay, it is automatically outputting, so that's great. So our sulfur dioxide is going into this. And then the sulfur dioxide is going to combine, I can't recall, I believe it's dioxide. Let me see here. Actually, can I, yeah, the dissolution chamber, it's, trioxide, oxygen, and dioxide. Okay, that's what I thought. So, to get our oxygen, what we're going to do is we're going to run, you know, our water, once again, through this electrolytic separator, and, let's see, actually I need to enable these. Again. Alright, so we're going to dump excess. And then I think what we'll do is we'll probably just run our extra oxygen over to here is what I'm thinking we're going to do. So let's break that. And let's see, I've got advanced pressurized tubes. Okay, let me go craft some of those, or get some of those, because I know I've got those set to auto craft. They're fairly simple. And we'll get that going. Because I think I want to keep our oxygen and setup and everything in the same place, because I don't like having oxygen setups for every single machine, because it gets really you really end up with a big clusterfuck, honestly. So let's get like 40 of these. That's fine. Okay, and let's go get this set up. Alright. I love seeing the blazes die. That's why I made it like partially glass up there. I just like seeing it. Alright. Maybe it's morbid. So we'll just bring our oxygen back through here. Which, if I have to expand the oxygen, that's fine. I've left space for, you know, expanding those setups over there. I'm going to keep running. And I need to get all the cabling removed and everything updated for the draconic stuff, but we shall see. So let's just... Oh yeah, it's not going to be able to connect to the bottom, is it? Shoot. I forgot about that. Okay. There we go. I don't have my ring on. Whoops. Okay. So let's run this up. Just like that. So now these are combining together to create that sulfur trioxide. And so from there, we're going to pump that sulfur trioxide into another one of these chemical infusers. So I'm thinking, let's see. Let me see. It'll be our water vapor. Yeah, and... Okay, so I think we're going to pump it to like right here. And then we'll do our water vapor setup. So all we got to do for this, and let me actually give that power. We'll just use the rotary condensator. So we're going to set this up like right here. If I set this, yeah, it's going to connect. Okay, let me move this over then. And we will set it up like right here then. Okay. And we'll do that so that this is going to give the trioxide to this chemical infuser. And we're good on spawning. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll just put a water tank or a reservoir like right here. Now eventually this will get changed because reservoirs are another thing I don't like having everywhere. But for right now, you know, this is very subject to be moved around. So, oh, we got buckets here. Alright, so let's get just a little bit of water. And just a little bit more. Okay. And we'll set that to auto output. Oh, will it not? Oh, you know what? Oh, it's got oxygen in it. Damn it. Oh, shoot. Is there not a dump button? There's not. Shoot. Okay, you just stop for a second. And can I... Okay, give me 1 second to get this cleaned out. Okay, so we're going to get this gauge dropper from Mechanism, and that's how we can get our oxygen out of that. So I honestly didn't know about it because usually I'm fairly careful when I'm plugging these up, but how do we... There we go. So we're going to have to... Yeah, we're not going to be able to do it that way, but let's put it into here. There we go. So we can get our oxygen out that way. Go. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta click it. Actually, give me a second because this is gonna take a couple minutes here. Okay, welcome back. I did find out just by accidentally using this thing. I had filled it up and then I shift clicked the rest of the oxygen. I think I had like 2,000 left at the time, and it did just drain all of that out. So you know, oxygen I'm not really concerned about because it's fairly easy to create. Really, all this stuff is very easy for us at the moment because it's all fully automated. So yeah, we've got plenty of sulfur trioxide. And if you notice, it's taking a while to burn through all that sulfur. And now that we're building up a surplus of sulfur trioxide, it is going to... This stuff does go really far as ore processing. So, you know, we'll be pretty well set on it at the moment. So let's give this rotary condensator some power. And you can hit toggle operation here. And you want to set it to decondensating. So that the water is turning now into water vapor. Now you can turn, if you toggle this, you can turn water vapor into water, but you know, there's not a whole lot of use for that, honestly, at least in my experience. So, and then we're going to run this water vapor over, hook it up into here, and it's going to combine that sulfur trioxide and that water vapor and start producing sulfuric acid for us. So now that we've got that, let's go ahead. I can't recall, can this stuff be stored in a drum by chance? No. Nope, it can't. That's fine. So I think what we're gonna do is let's make some ultimate gas tanks really quick, because I think it classifies that as a gas. So I need to charge up my jetpack. I think, let's see. So let's get ultimate gas tanks. I need to automate these as well. So give me just a second. Actually, I'm going to automate this. So give me a minute to get this stuff set up and automated and everything, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, welcome back. So I got those automated. I just made one for right now, but I've got 2 more being created. So we'll put our gas tanks. I think we're going to put let's see. Yeah, we'll just put them right here. I know there's a lot of machines, but that's the point of this building. I'm not too worried about it. I like the pipes and stuff in this building. Alright, so we'll open that up and get our advanced pipes. We should, yeah, this is building up sulfuric acid. And let me see, will this actually, I don't think it's going to pull from the bottom there. So let's see, will it pull out the side? No, I think it only pulls out the front. There we go. That should steal. That's like all out of energy. Oh, I didn't link it. That's why I didn't link it after I replaced it, so it only used up the power that it had there. Okay, so we're gonna pump it out of there, and we'll just bring that down. And I want to run this, I think, up the back here. So let's set... Oh, wait, this has a specific side. I think it's got an input to there. I forgot, some of these machines we're getting into today, it's very side specific. You can't configure the sides on these. So let's bring this down. I may have to actually go make more pipes in just a second, because we need to get it over to here. Yeah. Alright, so let's do that. Let me go get some more advanced pipes. Okay, so we're just going to link this up very, very fast. So now our trioxide's going over there. And there we go. And this is starting to fill up. And now we can hook our items into this. Well, let's go ahead and set up the last little part here. And basically this chemical washer is going to require water. And we're going to have to actually give these power as well. So let's see here. That's just an energy relay. That one's all used up, I think. Yeah, it's already got all its wireless connections. Okay, let me go grab another... Tell you what, I've got my requester, because I know we've already got this in the system. A few of these. No, we don't. Wow, okay. Let me go get another wireless draconic relay. I love that, by the way. I think that's going to look really, really good once we get the rest of it, you know, the rest of the little area down there built out and everything, because it's going to be quite expansive, honestly. So we'll get one of these. Okay. Alright. And let's go get this set up, and then we're going to be in business. And honestly, once you have ore quintupling set up, like we already have a ton of resources, like ore quadrupling is honestly more than enough. But once you get ore quintupling, like it's not even a thing anymore. Like ore is just like whatever. We got ores. Okay, so we're gonna set it up, I think, right here, and let's go ahead and bind that to there, and then I believe we should be able to just, whoops, let me get this bound very, very, very quickly. There we go. So we have power in this now. And then we're also going to want to give this washer water, and it has to be inserted through the top, if I recall. So let's see. Well, I think it does, but we'll let's see. Yeah, we'll double check it and see. If I was to set the reservoir up like right here, maybe. And let's see. If we were to give this some water and pop down here. Yeah, it has to be through the top. That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to make sure. Alright. There we go. And so that's got water now, and all this has power. So if we were to set up, let's see. Actually, I don't know. I might end up moving that. I don't really like it there, but we'll see. We'll see as we go. Let's bring our items from this chest out and just bring it up to there. Let's see, where does our ore have to pump in? I could have swore. Does it have to pump in through the top? Okay, then that means this is not going to work right here. Alright, so let's... Oops. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. So now it's dumping that yellowite into there, and it's going to create a slurry. So we've got this yellorium slurry, and then it's going to combine with that water, and it's going to wash it. And then that washed, it's going to make that clean yellorium slurry. And then we'll see this change over right here to a yellorium crystal. Then that crystal can go through the elite injecting factory. So if we hook this up right here, set this to extract, and there we go. So now the yellorium crystals are going through this. Now I will say that if you want to expand your ore processing, the best place to start is right here, because this stuff is slow. Very, very, very slow. So, you know, if you need to upgrade your system, this will be the place that you want to start at. Now for the, let's see, for the water and stuff. Because I think I want to do a row here as well, and a row here, and kind of build it out that way. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move the ore input, and we're going to bring it up like right here instead. So let me go ahead and set that up and break access on that. And we'll do that. And what we'll do is we'll have this extract, like say on the blue channel, and we're going to insert on the blue channel. And then what we'll do is we'll just bring our conduits back over, disable that, disable that, and we'll go ahead and break that connection too, actually. So that way our conduits are, we don't have them running through right here in the middle. Unless, this can't pump into the bottom, can it? Yes, it can. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so we're going to do that instead. Alright. And then for the water, though, let's see, the water... Ooh, I hate it. Hate it. Yeah, and this is getting lead. Now you will notice that once it gets lead, it's not going to be able to process that until it empties out all that slurry in its tank. Now if you wanted to, you could set up like little tanks for like liquid storage to kind of act as a buffer, but honestly I like just having the row there, because at this point you're going to have so many ores, especially once we build out this system a little bit, that the ore processing is not going to be an issue at all. So let's bring this out and down right there. Oops. Okay, and we'll set that to extract always active. So now we've got water going through there and we are in business. And of course this is going to run through here and then back on through. So we have ore quintupling now, and like I said, I'll expand this system a little bit. You know, maybe even before next episode, because I kind of want to get this built out fairly soon and have like maybe 3 or 4 lines of you know, chemical washing setups. And we're going to do one other thing. Give me a second to get some materials together and I will be right back. Okay, welcome back. So we are going to just really quickly make ourselves an angel ring because it's long overdue. So I've got everything here. I think I'm going to make the dragon wings. That's what I think I'm going to do. So I've got everything set up here. Of course, we got to be careful when we're crafting this because it'll blow us up. So iron divided by diamond. And that. Okay. Let's get that. Why does it put it down there? That. There we go. Okay, so this, of course, being in our inventory, for one, we get those cool little wings. But then in addition, I can take off my jetpack now. I can double click and fly around, basically like creative mode flight. So now we don't have to worry about charging up our jetpack and all that anymore. Now I will keep the jetpack here. Probably just store it right inside of our capacitor bank. Chances are we will probably end up upgrading that because the upgraded, like the fully upgraded, like the tier 5 jetpack is great for exploring. Granted, it'll lag out your world, but it is extremely fast for travel. Or we may just get the Draconic Evolution chest piece, the awakened one, because that one's actually, I guess, better. But yeah, so now we've got our ore quintupling and we have flight without the need to charge it up. So that is wonderful. I feel like we've accomplished quite a bit this episode, you know, all things considered. Now you'll notice this is built up with, where is everything? Okay, it's going through that yellorium steel, and then it'll start dumping the silver off. But yeah, you'll notice we're getting yellorium crystals. They're getting processed into yellorium shards, and then the yellorium shards are getting sent through here. And of course, we can upgrade this. I actually need to... Oops. I need to change this over really quickly and set these up for round robin. Would honestly be nice. So that way they'll spread across the, you know, the two different processing lines. But you can always add speed upgrades to this and make it a little bit faster or whatnot. The same for over here. These can accept speed upgrades too, but these will be your choke point once you start getting a really big, you know, need for a lot of ore processing and stuff. That's where your choke point's going to be. So, because you can't do the factories with those where you can process like 5 or 6 at a time. So, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I feel like we got a lot accomplished. And next episode, when we come back, we'll be working on magic. So I'm not entirely sure if you guys have any preference on what you'd like to see magical wise. Feel free to let me know. We can either get into Thaumcraft, Witchery, Blood Magic, or Botania. So I don't know. But if, like I said, if you guys have a preference, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably dive back into Thaumcraft a little bit, I think. Or we may start Witchery, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Once again, I will be releasing a tutorial video for the mechanism or quintupling. So if you guys just want, you know, a video just to have all the information right there in front of you, that will be coming out fairly soon. So keep your eyes out for that. And yeah, so until next episode, do take care, and I hope to see you guys then.